2012. 7 tourists were given as missing when going on a hiking in a small island located in the Brazilian archipelago. The locals affirm to have found delacerated corpses. They are convinced that this was not caused by an animal attack. However, local authorities affirm that no one and no corpse had been found. They seem to avoid going further with the searches. As a recently graduated journalist, this could be your first scoop. Equipped with a camera, you have managed to achieve the area. Now, it is possible to register every evidence of what's happened by yourself. Maybe you can give an end to this case. Hey, let's Family Double back here for the very first time with Missing the Distant Island and Chill or Be Chilled 2025 Day 6. Chill or Be Chilled 2025 Day 6. I gotta find a better way to shorthand this. Cobka 625, something like that. Now, this here is a horror game from way back in, I think it was probably around 2012 that it came out, actually. When I say came out, that's probably fairly generous. This was one of many horror games from that era of horror gaming, those early 2010s, where people sort of got on and it was usually like a 1 or 2 person project and they just went ham and tried to make something that they really enjoyed playing. Quite a lot of these kinds of small projects going and floating around at that time, partially because they were very popular to Let's Play, and that was kind of how a lot of these circulated. And this is one of many from that time, as I said, and if you follow the channel for any period of time, really, you probably know I have a lot of love for this sort of era of horror games. There's something really thrilling to me about the idea that these were little passion projects made by 1 or 2 people, and they mostly circulated not because they had some kind of big publishing scheme or really any kind of marketing or anything, or even that they were necessarily finished, but just because they would circulate around YouTube as the fun thing to play, and people would sort of trade their favorite little mini horror games like this and so on and so forth. I became a little obsessed with this one in particular because it's one I'd seen. It was one of them, kind of like Slender, where at the time it was sort of being developed, it seemed like virtually everyone who was doing YouTube at the time was getting on board and playing it. And I don't think it's anything particularly long or complicated. It's a bit of a Slender 'em up where it's like you wander around for 8 minutes trying to gather some things and then a monster gets you and you die probably. Anyway, but the reason I got kind of obsessed with it is because it was one of those that there were so many videos made of it around the time it showed up. Earlier this year when I was trying to figure out what games to play in Chill or Be Chilled this year, I was like, well, that's one I've always wanted to give a try because I've seen the little videos of it here and there, and I could not find a download of it anywhere, no matter where I looked. The original website was defunct. I didn't find any mirrors on even some of those sketchy sites where people used to re-upload these kinds of smaller games, like I've been able to do with some of the old Slender games that are not on their initial site. I've been able to find dodgy sites that mirror it that I really shouldn't be downloading from, but too late. But nothing. I searched for weeks, this may be exaggerating a bit. It was at least more than one day that I did look for this game, and couldn't find anything. And so it was less that I think it's a terribly special must-play game, although I imagine it's cool, which is part of why I chose it. It's more that it was that mystique of I had seen clips of it played here and there, never a full beginning to end playthrough. And it's very emblematic of that era of games that I so love. And that I couldn't find it, that I was like, oh, well, I'm not taking that sitting down. I gotta find a copy of it somewhere. I searched high and low. So many dodgy sites that I go to claiming they had it, and then I would get there and it would say a mirror is dead or whatever. I just got so drawn in and obsessed with getting to try this game for all those reasons listed priorly. And I was at my wit's end, and the idea popped into my head that I should go to the Wayback Machine. And to my eternal delight and astonishment, there was one snapshot of the original site on which the game was hosted, the developer's site, which is now defunct, I believe. One snapshot that had a playable download of the game. So thank you, Wayback Machine. Now let's play this thing. Again, as you saw from the intro titles and the general look of it and everything, it's very indie and of that era. So I'm not expecting anything incredible and mind-blowing and life-altering, but it's just that I got so obsessed with it. Now I finally get to play it, and it's catharsis. And again, as I said, it represents that sort of thing, that era that I was quite fond of. I sure had time to read that. Good luck. So you're trying to wander around and take pictures of corpses, I believe is the idea. Those birds are freaking huge, and there's a monster about. Oh yeah, I found a corpse already. Let's do this. Perhaps you should take picture as evidence. And what is take picture? It's right click. Gotcha. And I think it's the sun's going down and it gets darker, and you're kind of trying to avoid this monster in the dark as you go along, and you can use the flash from your camera to take pictures. This is probably stuff that they would have told me in that screen that flashed on screen very quickly. I don't know how many we're looking for. Did they say 7? 7 hikers were lost or something? It's getting late. You should turn on your spotlight. I sure should. And what button did you say that was, Captain? What button? What button? It's not F, it's not T, G, under the number keys, space, control, shift. You know, it's fine. We'll just... Oh, there we go. Okay, I guess it just did it by itself. Oh no, now it's right-click, but I thought right-click was the picture button. I don't understand. Anyway, there's some kind of big, fleshy monster around here. From what I've seen, it doesn't actually look all that scary, but the mood is quite cool. I do like that, actually. I'm very much liking this aspect of it. It sure is dark, though. So yeah, we want to be going and taking pictures of things, but I think sometimes your light will, like, flicker and go out, and then the monster, like, shows up, and you gotta, like, hightail it at that point. But I'm totally lost and have no idea where I'm going now. I probably shouldn't be quite, oh hey, I got back to the ocean. Well, that's where we started, so I presume we'll end up there at some point. Oh no, what does the heartbeat mean? Oh, this is creepy. I like it. And as is typical for Chill or Be Chill, there's no guarantee that we'll actually complete the game. I might just go through a few times, get spooked a bit, and die. Or maybe I won't die. You never know if I'll die or not. You never can be sure. I don't know. Does the heartbeat mean there's something behind me and I should look around and find it? Oh, it might mean that. I think we're about to find out whatever delacerated those corpses. Granted, I don't remember seeing this tree formation before, so I guess I'm going to a new place. Well, I found one corpse, so that's good for me. That noise is probably a bad sign, isn't it? Does that mean I caught a sight of the monster or it's behind me or something? Should I maybe start running? Maybe I'll just start running! Ooh, it's eerie. Running probably is bad for the topic of alerting the monster to your presence. So I've seen little bits of this play, but never like a full, actually someone going from the start to end, so I didn't really have a sense of the scale of it. If it was the sort of thing where you get chased around for long, or it's like you usually die in 2 minutes. I'm starting to feel like maybe it's more like that, huh? More like... Oh. Wait, what was that my light going out? I think it was. Let's run for a bit. Oh, I'm already out of breath. Well, that's not gonna be good for when the light comes on. When does my light come? Oh, I have to turn it back on. See, sorry, I didn't realize that. I thought it would be a bit more like... Was that something behind me? Oh, it was the bird. The bird scared the crap out of me when it cawed in my ear. Well, I'm not doing a good job of finding the bodies, I can assure you of that. Oh, yeah, okay, we don't want to be that way. Probably that's the way we don't want to be. Let's go a different way. Is it after me? It sure caught sight of me. Oh, it's there too. It's just everywhere. Cool. Oh. I like the sound design on it. That little scare chord that happens when you see it. Oh, that rumbling. Not good. Not good. Oh, this all feels nasty. I think you can win this game, although I don't know if the version I have is the latest version because, of course, it's whatever the Wayback Machine gave me. Well, there's a corpse. Take a picture of that. Wait, button? Oh, that was just a normal tree. Okay, I already have this evidence. Oh, was that the first one I found? Wait, how many bodies are there? And how can I only find one? That doesn't seem right. Okay, we're at the ocean line again. Yeah, it's not there. I like this. You know what? This is great because I was, you know, even though it's a little patchy here and there, I suppose, I was kind of thinking it would be the sort of thing that would, like, barely run. And that all the time I spent, building up to getting to finally play it wasn't going to be matched, but this is actually fairly tense and interesting. I just wish I had any sense of the whole area map. It's a bit like Slender in that way that it's like, if I had any idea how big this area was, then probably, oh boy, and the light went out! And the light went out. Interesting how that goes. Game over. So I think that was the thing I had seen, was that if your light goes out, the monster can sometimes appear. So I think maybe if the light goes out, you want to turn it on and then, like, stop. You don't want to keep walking while you turn it on, because then it'll, like, spawn in front of you and you'll have to turn around. Because it moves quickly in the dark, I think, is the thing. That got the hell out of me. That was horrible. Man, I like that. I like the way it stalks you around and stuff. And it's just the vibe of this sort of thing that is really cool. But yes, it does seem fairly simple. Sorry, so let's go back to the title screen, please, and, how many hikers did you say we're missing? And perhaps more importantly, how have I got to read me? Help me out with this a bit. No, I think not. 7 tourists. So I guess that does mean we have to get 7 pictures. I only found one of them and it told me that I found it twice. All right, what I'm curious about is... Oh, follow the dirt trail. The hint was the hint. The missing tourists should have tried to follow the path. Right, okay, that makes enough sense. Dirt trail, so is that this here? What I kind of wouldn't mind is, maybe do you think if I don't take a picture of the first one, will the sun not go down? No, the sun goes down regardless. Oh, okay, interesting. So this path is what you want to find, but it's a little harder to see it when it's dark, for obvious reasons. But ultimately what you want to do is be trying to find this path. Okay, well that's helpful. It's a bit like Dream of the Blood Moon in that way then. This is something that will guide us along a bit. Okay, so right-click appears to be taking a photo, but only when it's context appropriate to do so. Oh, does the path just end here? Am I reading that correctly? Or wait, now I'm a little turned around. Regardless, they said the body shouldn't have gone far from the path, so I should try and keep on the path where I can. Oh, fascinating. Oh, that was horrible. Okay, so when my light goes out, stop moving first is the first thing, because it seems like it wasn't going to attack unless I could see it. So it's like I gotta... Okay, hello, corpse. Doink. Oh, is it left click I do? Wait. Okay, no, the lights have to be off for the... Oh, that's so horrible. You've got more than 1 of 7 evidences, so that's good. That's very awful that the lights have to be off. Okay, so the little ring, ring, ring means you're looking at the monster and you should go... It seemed like going the other way actually was the right thing by instinct there. But you want to circle back to the path if you can. I presume if you look at the monster for too long in the light, it's very bad news. But oh man. It's a bit rough. You know, I like the way the ambience kicks up and everything. And seeing just glimpses of it in the darkness is awesome. Oh boy, it is a lot like Slender in many ways, and that's kind of that it's about like the whole idea that trying not to look at it and trying to duck away from it is kind of what makes it scarier. But they've told me to stay on the path now. It would be nice if that screen... Oh, is this a second piece of evidence? Do I have 2 evidences now? Please take the picture of it. Okay, good enough, that'll do. Oh boy, okay, so my light's going out, so I want to turn it on and not keep moving while I do that, because I might run right into it if I do that. I swear I heard something running behind me. Okay, I'm just going to casually walk around, but try and circle my way back to the path if that's alright with everyone. Is that the thing to do? Oh, I like this. I like the way this goes, but it's creepy as all get out. Okay, I've already lost the path. There's no way I'm ever finding it again. I found it again. Look at me go. Okay. I have seen that it can just it can chase you around. It's not like it just only gets you and that's all it is. What I don't know is, am I going backwards along the path now, or have I followed the path like a good boy? I think there's a good chance I haven't followed the path like a bad boy, and Mistress won't give me... anyway, let's not finish that sentence. But the point is... the point is we're gonna carry along the path, okay? And that's obviously the only thing we were talking about the whole time, so I don't know why anyone's mind went to dirty places or anything. So, oh my god, it was right there and I shouldn't have looked at it, but I did. Wait, my light. Okay, wait, is it still after me? Oh god, no, I'm really turned around. I don't know why I saw it in the corner of my eye. I was like, I should look at it more closely. Looking at it is the very bad thing that you oughtn't to do. Oh, I really like the way this is laid out, though. Just like the gameplay flow of trying to stay on the path, but also if you see it, you have to get off the path and get right back on. It's a very interesting dynamic to the whole, like, slender 'em up, collect a bunch of things in an area and then leave thing. I think the odds of me beating it are pretty low, considering I died only on 1 evidence piece the first time. But granted, I didn't have the tip about the staying on the path. I sure would like to beat it. That's for sure. That's for dang sureness. But, you know, the odds of what we want occurring are debatable, to be sure. Oh, whenever the path curves, though, it's bad news, because monster might be ahead. I thought that was the monster. Time to figure out if we've been going in circles. We already have this evidence. The noise from my left was bad. Oh, hey, my light. Well, can light come back on, though? Oh, boy. Oh, and the light went off again. Come back on. Okay. Okay, so you just gotta turn it right back on the second it does that, right? That was monster, sure. Okay, but if I've already got this evidence, does that mean I should be going this way on the path? Oh, I don't know. I also don't know if it's like Slender where it gets more aggressive the longer you play. Oh, I've sure gotten off the path, but I feel like it's behind me and I don't want to turn back there. So let's just hope we end up back on the path at some point. At least now that I know I'm looking for the path. If I like cut across half of the island and end up back on the path, we should be all the way fairly good in things to just pick one direction and carry along it. I've only got 2 evidence pieces though, because I got turned around at some juncture, which is not exciting news. Okay, here's path. Path has been found. Did anyone else feel like it shoved me to the side there in a weird way, like I bumped against the monster somehow? Oh, I don't know. Suddenly I feel very unsafe. I felt totally safe the rest of the time. Oh yeah, I've got a bad feeling that it is like Slender where... I've got 3 evidences though. Light back on though? Oh, it takes so long for the light to get back on. I've got a bad feeling it is like Slender where the longer it goes... the longer it goes on for, the more aggressive the monster gets, because that's the ambience has been getting worse. Oh boy. That's 10s. Hey, 3 isn't bad though. I got back onto the path. Of course, I'm completely off the path now, and I'm on the friggin' beach. Oh boy, sorry, let's go. Wait, I can't see where I'm going. Ah, light went off. Ah, right. I forgot when your light goes off, you want to stop. Ah, nuts. I couldn't tell if my light was off there, so I was like, turn it back on, but I was turning it on while running forward, which is, I think, a bad thing, because when your light goes off, that means at least it has a chance for the monster to teleport in front of you, and it's just standing there waiting for you to turn it back on. So what you want to do is stop moving, turn the light on, and if it's there... But I panicked because I just saw the monster, then turned around, then the light went out, so I was like, should I just go? Oh boy. It said left mouse button does something. Oh, no, sorry. Left mouse button is the camera, but it's on a huge delay. You see this? Okay, right. Got it. So right is always the light. Okay, so I was getting confused by things. Right, I should take the path. Get one of my evidences. Because it does seem like the, oh, really? I can't get through all this? Just let me go around. It does feel like this is meant to be sort of the end. So when you get them all, are you supposed to go back to where you started? Is there like a boat here or something? Maybe you just get to the ocean and swim away. I don't know. It doesn't appear as though your light has a limited battery, though. Oh, that's slender. There was a bit more of the path here, right? Okay, good. I do like the way that the lighting is as well. You can't really tell what something is unless you get close with your light. It's cool because it means the trees, like, you're really jumping at shadows a lot in this game, and the trees are freaking you out and things. I suppose there might be some sense to, the next time we go through this. Oh my god, I've already lost the path. I was just on it. Here we go. Right when it's still daytime, I should just, like, sprint past everything to try and get an idea of the layout of the island. Because I assume the layout of the island is consistent and not, like, randomly generated, and presumably the evidences, therefore, also are that way. I've found another evidence. That's good. Now I'll get the light back. Okay, that's a lot easier to do now that I understand what the controls are. Had more than 2 milliseconds to read them. I wonder if it makes most sense to run around while you have those, like, 20 seconds of daylight at the beginning, just so I can get an idea of the island's shape. Although it does seem like the bodies are all going to be on the path, right? So I don't really necessarily have to memorize the shape of the island, although it might help for if I ever go off the path, which does seem to happen. It does seem to happen. No one can deny that it seems to happen to me. Oh boy. Okay, that was the monster. It was just one of those funky bushes. No problems here. Am I on the path right now? I think I am, but I'm not kind of looking very carefully as I go, so it might be that I've walked past an evidences. Hey, there's another one. Well, if you go on the path this direction, it's a lot easier to, oh my shit! To see. Okay, yeah, so sometimes when you turn on the light after it's been in the dark, it's just there. So you definitely don't want to be running forward if you can help it. Okay, I probably got away from it there. It doesn't seem to pursue you very far before slinking back into the shadows, which is really cool. Monster design. Okay, well, I see it over there in the distance. So, hey friend, do you just, like, chill in the distance if I just stare at you without doing anything funky? I probably shouldn't screw around, huh? But I kind of want to get past you to go on the path. You understand how it be? Maybe you don't understand how it be. What if I, like, back all the way up and then despawn you? Have I despawned you? Are you gone yet? Oh my god, that worked. Look at me go. I'm such a... Nope, you're still there. Maybe not. Maybe we just guess and go over here. How does that feel to people? Just wide berth around it, and then casually get back on the path. Simply and easily and casually get back on the path. Right? Yeah, there we go. That works. Cool. Awesome. It's so cool how it actually, like, tries to stalk you off the path. Where's the path turn now? Oh boy. Wait, I'm doing all kinds of circles. Oh, hey, evidences. I've got 4 of 7 evidences. Ooh, the ambience gets real freaky. Oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, no, wait. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I should try and avoid you a bit better. But it seems like you mostly are concerned with creeping around and stuff, so... It's about not making sudden movements this game, which is really cool. It's about keeping calm and just trying to stick to the path and things. I have seen that there are some builds of the game where it chases you, though, so it may be that I just don't have the build of the game where that is a thing. Oh, nuts. Is this the wall of trees at the beginning? No, it can't be, because I just found an evidences that I didn't have. Oh, I have no idea where I'm going, though. I'll give it one more try after I inevitably die here. How does that sound? You know what? Maybe my light has been getting dimmer and I just haven't been noticing. But this is really cool. I like the gameplay design of this. As well as the visual design, actually. The island is cool looking as well. I really don't want to turn here. But I got to... Oh boy. It does feel like the path is getting harder to scry. Where are my evidences? Give me the evidences! Okay, anyway, I'll just go off the path now, like a smart person does. Oh boy. Are they gonna be there? There we're not. Okay, cool. Right. Jeez, but the spookening is sure getting intense here. I feel like I've screwed something up. I just feel like I feel like I'm making bad choices somehow. I mean, I know I went off the path, but in addition to that, was that something in my right ear? Did you hear that too? That was horrible. It was like something rattling around. Oh, sorry. No, I didn't mean to interrupt. Let's go this way. Oh boy. Exciting. No, I think that was actually something in my headphones creaking, but it sounded like someone was just had a bunch of marbles in hand. Oh my god, you saw it spawn in there? There you are. Oh, that's a new scare chord we haven't heard before. Yeah, so it mostly doesn't chase you around. It's like trying to stalk around and creep around you. but the lights go on off more frequently the further you get into it, it seems. So it is like Slender, where it gets more difficult and more intense the further you go along it. But I need to get back to my path and find my evidences. It's the only way. It's the only way we're getting off this heck of an island. It's the only way, you see. Oh, this is a long path here. Gotta be some more evidences. Oh, okay. Well, you're camping the evidences now. Let's back up and try and despawn you, maybe? How far do you think I have to go? Or maybe you don't despawn until I do something else. Was that okay, what I just did? I don't see you ahead, so maybe it was fine. Cool. I think that is a viable strat, despawning you by doing that sort of thing. Big old wall of trees here. Fascinating. I feel like I'm close to the beginning again. Sorry, yes, I do see you over there, now that you mention it. Yeah, true, totally, for sure. Let's just back up there, despawn you. I don't know if walking backwards is the sort of thing that will get you killed in this game, but it does seem to be a valuable way to do it, to despawn them when they're blocking the path ahead of you. Are you gonna be here? No? Okay. Following the path, or trying my best anyway. I don't know if standing still will eventually get you killed also. Like if you don't look at it for long enough, if it like tries to circle around you or something. Let's get a picture here. Ah, 5 evidences! Oh, hey, whoa, calm down! But up to this point, you've just been chill. All leaves you in the trees, you'll never find me now. Oh my god, okay, apparently once you get 5 evidences, it's bad for you. I'm just gonna keep running along the path, though. Is the chase music chilling out, or am I chilling out? Oh my god. Oh, it's growling and snarling behind me and stuff. Oh, leave me alone! Evidences! Snap! I already have this evidence, bugger. Okay, that's not a good sign. Is it still behind me? Ah, apparently it was. Nuts, okay. So I think maybe once it gets to 5, you just have to keep running. Which is bad news, because don't you have limited stamina? Nuts. Okay, so like I said before, let us try this time, it was to control your feet. Let me just sprint out and see if I can get a sense of how the scale of this, island and the shape of the path a little bit before it all goes dark. I think it's a pretty feckin' big island, actually. And it would appear that most of the stuff in the middle is nothing. I think the path maybe mostly goes along the outside. So it might be the sort of thing where whenever I get lost and I'm off the path, oh my god, what the hell is all this? Does the path take you through here at any point? Talking about Slender stuff. Oh my god, this is creepy. This is backwards. What does it say? Flammable. Okay, flammable, sure. Don't blow this up. Got it. Oh, creepy. But yeah, it seems like the path is mostly on the outside of the island, is it not? So perhaps if I'm ever off the path, I shouldn't be running through the middle a whole bunch. Oh, actually the path snakes through the middle several times in sort of weird ways. Oh, I see. Anyway, whenever I got off the path, I was assuming that because the whole thing is something like a loop, I should just run through the middle again, but I suppose that's not the way I should be doing it. I should be trying to run to wherever I think the nearest body of water is, and then carry on from there. Okay, well now I've started sort of from a weird middle point. That's good to know. Anyway, this will be our last go, shall we? But I really enjoyed this. This is thoroughly fun, and it's just the sort of thing I love about this era of games. And it's like there are jump scares, but they're not doling them out in such an excruciating way. It's sort of actually part of the mechanics when you get scared. That like you have to turn on the light and then see the monster there and things, you know what I mean? And looking at it, you want to try and like look at it, get a glimpse of it, and then sort of avoid it and all. Obviously the monster itself isn't all that scary looking, it's a bit silly looking, but... I know, I really dig the setting and everything of this and the way it, sort of the gameplay shakes out. Sorry, where's the path curve? Oh, the path curves in such inscrutable ways when it's so dark. I could do with the brightness being up a little. That I could perhaps do with. I think it is just a little punishingly dark when the second it turns to nighttime. Oh, hey, evidence. Doink. I got 1 of 7 evidences. That makes me so happy. Yay. Oh, boy. Okay, nothing to worry about. Oh, boy. The fact that randomly goes off is nice. I appreciate that much more than a battery mechanic, actually. Because the battery mechanic imposes a sort of arbitrary time limit on it that's reasonably unpleasant. But... well, this is our last attempt. Let's make it count. We got 5 last time. That's not bad. Oh, boy. Oh, and the light went out there. Okay, you're still there, so let's try and despawn you by doing the good old back pedal. And then popping back forward, shall we? Is that enough to get you gone? Should be just about. Cool, and we'll carry on the path. I actually didn't really need to do that since the path wasn't taking me in your direction anyway, was it? Right. Big wall of trees here. This is back at the beginning, is it not? I thought there was one corpse, like, right in front of here, but perhaps not. Perhaps I am wrong about all that. But perhaps I'm not, and perhaps we're about to find that corpse now, and this is the actual real wall of trees up ahead? I feel like I've walked past a corpse just now, because it feels like I can't have gone this long without one, right? The path is a bit hard to scry. A bit hard to scry when it's all in the dark like this. Was that it? I thought that was it, but it was just a bush. Goody goody. Yo-ho, yo-ho. All fine here. Nothing, no worries, really. Frankly, this is going exactly how I hoped my journalistic debut would go. Was that noise awful? The worst thing in anyone else's life, or just me? Oh, it's so awful that you have to turn your light off to get the pictures. But I guess you want the flash to be nice. Oh boy. Oh, okay, sorry, I lost the path for a moment there, and then I was hearing awful noises, and it was all just kind of spooky. The mood in this game is great. I'm liking it a lot. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, as Mario would put it. Oh, it feels like there are footsteps behind me. Hello? No one there. It's fine. It's fine. All goody goody. Nicety, nicety. Oh, I feel like I've done so many loops on myself on this path. This is not our best run so far. The best one we did was the previous one where we got 5 and like a badass and they were all just kind of there. It did seem like it was easier to go from the right-hand side, like start from the going right along the path. I didn't actually see you, but I'll take your word that you were over there. And just snap this right quick. This looks more like a deer or something than a person, but anyway, it's fine. We got 3 of 7 evidences, so we're nailing it. Basically, I don't see you. But usually when I hear it, it means I just back up a bunch. And then you're gone, right? Oh yeah, it's showing up more frequently now that I've goofed things and stuff. Hello, light. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. Light, it's just, I just sort of just cheap light. I would spend all the money on my nice camera is the thing, so I didn't have money to spend on a light that worked. You understand how it'd be. It just be like that sometimes. You're fresh out of school, you got school bills to pay. You weren't there then either. It's fine. It's not like I was anticipating anything going on there. Oh my god, this path is leading me all the way in a circle. Oh, it's nasty. Nasty times. Well, this is interesting. What's going on here? No, it's just the trees are kind of shaded weirdly. I thought there was like some kind of structure in the night there, but nay. What happens with those flammable chemicals? You're going to be here this time, aren't you? No, maybe not. So I wonder if the chemicals were some kind of like nuclear waste thing and then mutated something into this monster, and that's why we have a monster on this island. Oh boy, oh boy. We're a bit overdue a sighting, aren't we? But hey, look! Another thing to evidence. Doink. Hey! Oh, it freaks me out when it just shows up in front of the evidence like that. It's awesome though, 'cause this one was right next to the beach. Oh boy, that's awesome. I love that it does that. Like because you take the picture and you're expecting it there to be there in the flash, but it's like, the flash goes and you're like, oh, it's fine. And then it shows up right after. And you're like, oh god, I wasn't expecting that. That was gonna be the flash. Oh, that's you. Sorry, I thought you were a tree for a moment. It's because you're so tall and, well put together, you see. Okay, let me just despawn you right quick. If I may, and go back along this path, because this path is, in fact, where I would like to be. Thank you very much for asking. Thank you for taking my feelings into account. Are you gonna be here? Yes, you are. Hey, how's it going? I might just despawn you again. Not to worry. I understand you, monster. You don't need to be sad. There's someone who understands you. It's me. I understand. I've got you all figured out. Oh, you spawned in again? Cool. I've got you all figured out, but in like a nice emotional way. So is it actually just going to keep spawning around here? Am I doing a bad thing by trying to despawn it and then carry on this way? No, that works. You just got to be a little perseverant with it. And ready for it to do the lights thing on you and everything. Nice, nice. So 4 evidence pieces. When we got the 5th one last time, it just started going nuts. Be prepared for that now, I guess. It didn't show up. I wonder what that means for our chances. Oh boy. That makes me nervous. Oh, I'm freaked out. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to do the exact same thing this time. Maybe we'll just get the evidences now. Maybe we'll just get the evidences. Maybe we'll just get and have all of the evidences. Stay on the path, though. Stay on the path for sure. Ooh, the ambience got real funktastic. Oh boy, oh boy. Wait, the light came back on. Oh, okay, that was an awful time for that light to go out. It's not chasing me, is it? I think it just was spooking at me from the woods there. It was spooking in my general direction. Another piece of evidence here, potentially. Is it a new one? Are you gonna be there? Okay, I've got 6 or 7. Oh, you're there. Sorry, hi. 6 or 7, not bad, not bad. Best we've done. Let's get you despawned, partner. And then I'll carry on. So it's a bit random whether or not it chooses to chase you or not. Oh, that's even scarier. Okay. It's just enough randomness that it's not total Bologna when it chooses things, because you can get away and things, but also enough randomness that it's fairly freaky. That might mean we're nearing our last evidence piece. That would be certainly awesome if it was true. And then what? Get to the ocean, is it? Or do we have to get back to particularly where we started? Oh, it spawned way over there. Oh, again? Right away? Oh boy. Okay. It's getting real. The spookings are getting quite regular and intense now. Oh boy. Come on now. Cut me a break. Okay, the path has led us to this awful flammable thing. There wasn't any evidence over here, was there though? The first time we were here, so I don't think there's much reason to stick around except to get back on the path. Cripes, where'd the path go? Hey, where'd the path go? Okay, I found it. Cool. Can't scare it, just takes you past the spooky tanks just so you can get thoroughly spooked by them. And how eerie they are, just sitting out in the middle of this nowhere on this island. Ooh, is that my last one? You got all the victims. You want to take a picture of the creature? I'm taking a picture of the creature then. Do it. You got a creature in a picture? What now? Run to the ocean? I'm going. I'm doing my best here. Oh boy. Go. Oh my god, this would be so awesome if we ended. Oh my god, it showed up from the right side there as well. Am I at the ocean? What am I doing? What do I do? Run. Continue to run. Oh boy, monsters everywhere and nowhere. Am I trying to get to the ocean? What the hell am I doing? I thought I was at the ocean for a moment there. Don't stop running. Just because the music chills out doesn't mean you can. Is this the ocean over here? Please be the ocean somewhere. I'm running straight ahead. Please, ocean somewhere? Keep running. Is it getting lighter? Is it my imagination? What do I do? I don't know. I got the creature in a picture. It's trying to, oh hey, it's you again. So nice to meet you again. What do I do? Oh my god, it's just popping up everywhere. Ocean? Do we get to the ocean? I got the creature in a picture. What do I now? Oh, the moon's going down. Do I just have to survive till daylight? Maybe? The dawn breaks sometime soon? I'm running as fast as I can here. Did I make it? Oh, that's awesome, and our last attempt and everything. Ooh, the scuttering noises from my left. I think I did it! When the sunlight touched the ground, the creature fled into the darkness that once he came. I think you mean whence, but that probably works as well. 1 year later, the locals did not report a single incident. They hope that the creature has gone forever. The families of the victims are grateful for your successful effort to put an end to this case. Thanks to you, they could provide a proper burial to the victims. Well, I'm surprised they were still there. But I guess if we scared the monster off... Yay! Ha-ha! There you have it, and there are your credits. That was good fun. I'm glad we actually managed to complete it. I was worried this was good, because these horror games, they tend to be a little hard on the way, because they usually, like, you die in one hit, they catch up real quick. Oh, actually, there were more people involved in this than I kind of expected. Seems like it was mostly headed by this Alexandra Abdallah person, but as you can see, very, very small team. And well done to all of them. Grats. Oh, the testing team, believe me, it was not easy. I do believe it. Aside from, like, you know, the little odd things here and there, that game mostly functioned correctly, which is, you know, rare even these days. Yay, we did it! I totally wasn't expecting it to actually complete that. That was awesome. Well, I totally loved that. You know what? I was thinking earlier that it seemed like it was a bit too dark and a bit difficult to find the path, and that was something I was going to say at the end, sort of mini in-game review here, but now that I actually think about it, considering the mechanics of the monster are... I was kind of thinking that way because in something like Slender, your life is on a timer, because he gets more aggressive the further it goes on, even if you're not finding the pages, and also your light goes down the further it goes on, and your max stamina goes down every time you use it, so it's like everything is on a ticking time bomb in the Slender games. So I was kind of using that same framework to judge this, which is not really right, because in this, it's a lot more... Even though you do seem to have a max stamina, the monster chases are infrequent enough, and there's enough of a way to, like, backpedal away if you see the monster in the distance that it's a bit more generous. There's almost always a way to escape. It's never like you're out of resources and are toast now. So the fact that it might take you a long time to get around the island and find all the evidence pieces is, I think, probably fine in hindsight. But yeah, I really like that. And the visuals are obviously sort of... I mean, they're not that bad. It's fine especially for this era. This was kind of the standard, and especially considering the small team and everything. But really, the mood that it's created is really nice. The way the sky just looks and the way the sky looks and the way the island is designed with the trees and everything. It doesn't really feel like, even though you're seeing the same trees, it feels like there's enough design flourish to it that it doesn't feel like they just like took a level designer and just went tree. And like, it feels like there's enough intentional design that the level is like a level rather than just a place that you happen to be playing the game in. I really like the music and sound design in this. It does the Slender thing where the farther you get, the more like oppressive the atmosphere gets and everything. I like the scare chord that happens when you see the monster in the distance, because it's like, it's kind of quiet, and so it's like, there's something, it's not quite like a like psycho stab moment. It's just enough to give you that feeling of like, oh my god, wait, did I just see something? Because you want to then get the heck away from it. It seems like you can stare at it a little and it's fine, but you don't want to do it for too long or get too close. The monster was maybe a little easy to get away from once I had the idea by the end, but I think there's just enough randomness to how aggressive it can get, and how whether it chases you or if it just spooks at you from the distance, that it didn't really bother me so much. You can see it spawn in above the ground here and there, which is, I mean, I guess I understand the the urge to put things above the ground so that there's no chance they'll spawn and clip onto the ground, but it did sort of take me out of the experience a little every time I saw it happen. So maybe I guess you could probably get around that by just having it spawn a little farther away from you. Because it spawned within flashlight distance, I was able to see it do that silly thing, whereas if you just made it try to spawn in front of you, but like 5 meters back from that, I probably wouldn't have been able to see it in the dark. So even if it did have to spawn in the air and fall down, you'd have been fine. Obviously, I understand that the sort of review portion of this is maybe slightly a moot point, considering... Well, it's not a moot point. I was going to say it's a slightly moot point, considering I assume the game is no longer in development. It was one of those things that was just sort of for its time, and then other things were moved on to, but it's still a piece of art that can be commented on, I say. But anyway, I do like the design of the monster in this game. It feels very like horror appropriate, that the way it is if you're walking on the path and you hear that scare chord and or see it in the distance, you want to get back away and take a different turn. It's like it's a very powerful monster whose senses kind of suck, which is really cool, and is an idea that is toyed around with a lot in the survival horror. But I really like that it's like, it thinks it's hiding from you, but you can outsmart it by being like, you see it in the distance and just casually turn the other way, and then it will continue to stalk you, thinking it's still incognito, so to speak. I like the idea that anytime you turn your light on, it can be there. That's just kind of fun and silly. I do think it's a bit maybe of a jerk move to say that it can do that while you're walking, and it can spawn right in front of you such that you have no time to react. So you basically, because I didn't realize that the first time, and I kind of only guessed, and I was lucky that I guessed that I had to stop whenever I turn on the light in case it was in front of me. Because if you're walking forward and turn on the light, it can spawn right there, and then you walk into it and insta-die, which is maybe a little unfair. Like, I think all that would be needed. And it's not that I really find the mechanic is unfair as much as, now that I know that that's what it is, it actually adds to the horror because I have to stop and fiddle with the light, and that makes me tense when I turn it back on to see if there's anything there, and then proceed. So that's actually, I think it adds to the horror. It's just if they had said something maybe on the loading screen there that lasts for half a second, because my PC is from a decade after this game was made. If there could have been like a hint that said, it's best to stop moving if you're going to turn your light back on, whenever you go to turn your light back on, or something like that. I appreciate that there was a hint about staying on the path though, because I wouldn't have probably clocked that otherwise, considering how dark it is so quickly. But yeah, I really liked that. As I said before, it is just the sort of thing I love about this era of horror game. There's just enough like passion and artistic oomph into it, that it's clear it was made with love, and it creates a good mood. Like, I get how this sounds, having only played it for like a half hour, and that it's not a very long or like expansive game, but there's nothing out there that feels quite like this, you know? There are plenty of horror games that are as scary and scarier. There are plenty of horror games that take place on islands, plenty of slender mups like this where it's like collect the 7 things and avoid the monster. But it does definitely have its own sort of touch to it. I like it. And man, is that ever satisfying to have this kind of enchantment and fascination that I've had with this game for however long now. Get some catharsis, and I actually managed to complete it, which I was not expecting, because usually these kinds of games are quite difficult to complete. You really have to kind of plan a route and get it right on every block. That was well good fun, though. The next video, Michelle's going to be some more Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. As for the final day of Chill or Be Chilled, day 7 of this week, you know what? I will give you a hint this time. It's my worst gosh darn fear that we're tangling with. And with that said, thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now.